We see a new stamp or die being used, and what happens? We want it. That's just how card making goes, right? But what if we could switch that around and instead of getting inspired to buy more, you got inspired to make more every time you watched a tutorial? Hey there, it's Carrie at Ink Hill Revival, and I'm all about helping you see what you and your stash can do. Earlier this year, I made a pair of videos with a card maker I absolutely love. Ardith's rainbow card from that collaboration, it was amazing. Super creative, interactive, and I knew I had to make one too. But I don't have a rainbow die, so that's something I'm gonna need to buy. Oh, you see it right there. It's that watch and buy reflex. Okay, think back for a second to any card making tutorial you've recently watched. Guaranteed there was two parts to it. One, the specific products being used, and two, the general principles the card was based on, like design elements, techniques. Now, a lot of card making tutorials focus in on that first point, the specifics, like step by step, here's how to make this exact card and what you need to add to your stash to do it. But then there's other card making tutorials that focus more on general principles, like how to get more from your teeny stamps or how to choose color combos. But the great thing here is, no matter what's focused on, every single card making tutorial still has both of these parts. No matter if your favorite card maker teaches specific or goes general, you can choose your own takeaway every time. Like, you could watch one of my principle-based videos and say, hey, I really like that supply, or I'm gonna make that exact card. Or you could watch a product-focused video and just soak up the general principles, not buy a thing. And that's the one we're gonna focus on today, because that watch buy reflex can be really annoying sometimes. Maybe it's the end of the month and your budget's spent, or you're just trying to use what you have for a couple months. There's plenty of reasons why sometimes you do just want to watch and learn and not buy. So let's circle back to my no rainbow die problem. I stopped the add to cart reflex and thought, would I use a rainbow die that much after this one card? And was the rainbow even what I liked about Ardith's card? When you watch a tutorial and just want to get inspired to make, pull your focus back away from the products. I'm not going to worry about the exact stamps and dies or even the type of image Ardith used here. Instead, let's check out the general ideas like design and technique. When you're looking for design ideas, you want to pay attention to things like color, layout, size, and style. Let's go through each of those. Color was easy. Ardith's whole video was about using black and white for any type of card. Now, layout, she's using an off-center focal point that's hanging off the edge. She even cut a pretty good chunk of it off. I like that. For size, she's used her signature 4¼ inch square card, which is clever. It's square, but it can still be mailed in an A2 size envelope. And stylistically, her card's clean and simple. Okay, so that's design, but let's take a look at technique. Ardith did some double die cutting on the rainbow shadow, and she turned it into positive and negative space arches. She also used direct ink pad to paper inking here to color the positive arches. That's an awesome technique to save time and paper. And my favorite technique is those missing rainbow stickers. The card recipient gets to add all that fun color to the plain black and white card front. And it's super simple to make. She's just die cut cardstock with double-sided adhesive on the back, with release paper still on one side. Ardith was also really clever with her sentiment and kind of made her own miss you pun for the missing arches. You can see just one card's worth of paying attention to principles gives you so many ideas to use with your stash. No buying required. And you don't need to list out every single design and technique like I did here. You can probably spot the few things you love about a card pretty quick. Put those onto your own must-try list of ideas. And watch as many tutorials as you want. Keep on growing that list. There's no budget here. The more you do this, the more you're gonna start seeing your card making mindset shift from must buy to must try. And I gotta tell you, what I think is even more satisfying than being able to learn from a tutorial without feeling like I've just got to buy this is how accomplished I feel when I use my must try list. It's got principles from all over the place that I can pull together into something of my very own. It's creative, it's satisfying, and it's free. So what exactly did I end up doing about Artist's card and the rainbow die? Well, there's no rainbow die on my wish list. Instead, I added Artist's missing pun idea and the black and white changing to color onto my own must-try list. See if you can spot how I used her ideas in this very, very, very belated card. Check it out right here, and I'll see you there.